That's talking about smoking.
Proverbs?
Yeah. Proverbs 16 and 27.
Y'all gonna read it or me?
They probably could read it. Anybody could read it.
Yeah.
You want to read it from here?
Proverbs chapter 16, verse 27. An ungodly man diggeth up evil.
So you dig up evil. How do you get cigarettes, tobacco? You gotta dig it up. How do you get weed? You gotta dig it up. You know, that's how you get the drugs. Cocaine, crack. You gotta start with the plant, dig it up.
But you ever take acetaminophen? You ever had you know what acetaminophen is? Where do you think it come from?
Come from there.
Come from cocaine. So cocaine was used to do evil. Anything that got aim in it was considered to come from the coca leaf. So the coca leaf really.
Say honor the
Well, hold on. Well, let me let you finish. He said, "Go ahead. An ungodly man dig it up evil." Go ahead.
And in his lips there is as a burning fire.
Every time you smoke anything, by your lips, you got a fire. Burning your lips, blackening your lips, you using crack, there's a fire. All the drugs, some is always a fire by your lips. First you dig it up, then you smoke it with the fire. It's ungodly, man.
All right. So now you have it?
Yeah, go ahead.
So what's in your lips?
Saliva.
What else?
Teeth. Tongue.
What else? Now go to James 3. That's what he. Thank you for showing me that. Now I know how to bag it up. Go to James 3. Go to James 3. Now he talking about the tongue, beloved brother. He said an ungodly man diggeth up evil, and his tongue is a whirl of fire. So let's read that. He's talking about the tongue. So that's in your lips, because what's in your lips is your tongue, and your tongue can destroy you. So now let's go to James 3 and let's pick it up at verse 4. Go ahead.
Behold, also the ships, which though they be so great, are driven of forced winds, yet are they turned about with a very small helm.
Go ahead.
Whithersoever the governor listeth.
Go ahead.
Even so the tongue is a little member.
Go ahead.
And boasteth great things.
Go ahead.
Behold how great a matter a little fire kindleth.
So that's your tongue. So when he talking about in his lips is a burning evil, he talking about your tongue. Read verse 6. Go ahead.
And the tongue is a fire.
The tongue is a fire. Go ahead.
A word of iniquity.
Go ahead.
So is the tongue among our members.
Go ahead.
That it defileth the whole body.
So we gonna kill two birds with one stone. You want to defile your temple? Your tongue can do it. It defiles the whole body. Now we can't. The only thing. Go ahead.
And setteth on fire the course of nature.
And set it on fire the course of nature. Go ahead.
And it's set on fire of hell.
And it's set on fire hell.
Let me get Exodus 22 and 18. Just to give you some context. Okay, and we only got a little bit of time too. Brothers got to roll. I got to be at the slavery.
Wait a minute. What is it gonna be done?
Oh no, I gotta work. I gotta slave. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. We gotta talk.
Let's get this last scripture. Then we
22 and 18. But don't dip yet, because we ain't went
Exodus
to
22 and 18.
Yeah, go ahead.
The book of Exodus, chapter 22, verse 18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live.
Now, witch. What is a witch?
A witch, that's a female wizard. That's what a witch is.
Okay, but when you think of a witch, they put the ingredients in a pot, then they stir the pot, and then they may give you a love potion, or which may be an ecstasy pill, or they may give you something, this other drug. When you get down to the nitty gritty, a witch is a drug dealer.
That's one that's she deal with familiar spirits.
Yeah.
Drugs as well. A witch deal in drugs.
Well, that's a sorcerer. But see,
okay, either one you're not supposed to deal with. Either one is a drug dealer. A drug dealer has the ecstasy, have the this pill, that
how
pill.
would I know that?
18.
Being that it's not written anywhere. So basically,
Let's go to the definition of a
I'll
witch.
just go pull it out the air and say make it fit.
No, you go to the definition of a witch.
Yes, but that's sorcery, not a witch. Sorcery uses drugs, not a witch.
Okay, think of a witch. What do you think of?
Hold on, I got the definitions. I already got it.
Got you right here.
Hold on. Let me get.
What's
let me
the
get one
definition
more
say?
So what? Thou shalt not suffer a witch to
Because if
live.
that's the case, then drug dealers are okay. It's fine.
Well, pharmakia.
That's a medical. It's different
No,
than drug dealer.
pharmakia is sorcery.
Okay, but you got two forms of drugs. You got drugs that's medicine. from a doctor, and then you got drugs that's
Okay.
for recreation from a drug dealer.
This is all
Cocaine.
So you approve it? So you approve of the things that
You
the doctor
approve of a
did?
doctor's drugs,
So,
yes,
really?
but
This
not
is-
of a drug dealer on the street.
This is a witch. A person who casts spells on people, controlling them with their minds like telekinesis. That's what a witch is. Now, sorcery, the occult use of drugs to conjugate supernatural powers. That's what sorcery is. A witch, like they do telekinesis thing, like that's what a witch is. So a charmer, that's the style of a lesser degree. A consultant with familiar spirits. A medium, a person who asks the spirits to guide them.
Okay, you helping it in the definition. A witch is a female sorcerer or magician.
Yeah,
So it's covering the person the same as the sorcerer does.
But
with drugs.
how is that saying being that it ain't written?
It is
Because
written.
you're not dealing with a witch when you smoke a blunt.
Oh, you're dealing with a drug dealer.
You ain't dealing with a drug dealer.
Okay, so how do people get drugs?
What is a drug?
Like marijuana,
That's
cocaine,
a herb. That ain't a drug. That's a herb.
cocaine,
Because hold on, we have to
X-pill.
a drug. Hold on. When you say drug, because I know what a drug. When you say drug, a drug is something that has to be made. You don't have to make herbs; they grow. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Herbs is not. You don't have to put
But
it
you
in the
have
pot.
to change it to when you smoke it. When you fire when you light the fire, you changing it. That's when you adding your change
You
to
can
it.
put herbs
You're
in
not
tea.
taking the herb. Okay,
You-
but we're not
it'll
talking
give
about
you the
tea.
same effect.
We talking about
Same
smoking,
effect.
but we talking about smoking. We're not talking about tea.
It's the way you consume it. With the way you
I
consume
know.
it.
The
Lord.
topic was smoking.
Is
So
smoking
the
sin?
topic ain't
You think-
mixing in your
Nah,
tea.
You think smoking is sin?
Nah, then you think
It defiles the body.
no, he said
You don't defile your body. You defile your body through sin. Through sin. Let's give you the definition.
so. Which one is worse, smoking or working on the Sabbath?
They both is bad. They both is bad.
Well, hold on. We ain't got no script on the smoking, but now we got script on the working.
Yeah,
I can read what
we
the
in
Lord said.
captivity.
It don't
We in
matter.
captivity.
That don't matter.
Sometimes it do.
No, it don't.
It do.
Not to the Lord, it don't.
Okay, when the brothers fought a war, battle, moving equipment, handling defense, handing guard
Uh-huh.
on the Sabbath.
They
That
didn't-
mattered. They had to do that
No.
for this time period.
No.
If they had a choice, they would have said, we ain't going to do nothing on the Sabbath.
No.
But because they were fighting and getting killed on the
The
Sabbath,
Lord
they had to
said,
stand up
6
and fight.
days shall work be done.
Do you know the scripture where they
But
fought on
the
the Sabbath?
7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. Period.
On the
Yeah,
Sabbath
get the
day, them
scripture.
boys was resting.
Do you know the scripture where they fought on the Sabbath?
Now, I ain't seen no
Okay.
scripture where they fought on the Sabbath.
Okay, do y'all read the Apocrypha?
No,
died on
I
the
would.
Sabbath.
It's witchcraft in the Apocrypha. That's where you witchcraft.
Which
You want to see it?
okay.
You know, I got it. You want me to go
okay.
get it?
Get what?
I got it. No,
He can show you
anything you need, I got it with me.
We got it.
Mm-hmm.
He can show you the witchcraft in the apocrypha. The
I mean, I
apocrypha.
just read the definition of a witch. He said a female sorcerer.
Yeah.
And then he said a sorcerer is somebody who deals in drugs. So
No,
if
I'm
you go
saying,
get
if
to a drug
somebody-
dealer,
if somebody
you're
has
dealing with a
herbs-
witch.
Think about this, brother. If somebody has herbs,
But that's not the only drug that a drug dealer has.
so why would you consider marijuana a drug? Because a drug has to, you have to implement
Because
different
you're
supplements
show
smoking
you
it.
the Apocrypha.
You're smoking it. That's why I say it's a drug, because you're smoking it. People smoke marijuana. The
So
topic
that's
is
why
smoking.
But I'm saying that's why it's a drug, because it's being smoked.
Yeah.
So it's a drug.
Yeah. You never heard of this is the first time I ever heard that marijuana is a drug?
Nah.
And not even that, if I may say,
Yeah, go ahead.
how many brothers and sisters that died over marijuana? Do you know about Rafael Cortelo? You know about El Chapo? You know, Rafael Cortelo was the reason why,
Kingston.
we got over here back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Through Colombia and Mexico. And thousands of brothers and sisters
How we
died.
got over here back in the
No,
day.
so what I'm saying is, Rafael Cortelo, a lot of brothers and sisters died during that era when Mexico was bringing, weed over here.
So if that was, so this is my question to you.
Right.
So if that was the case, we should still have that statistic right now of people dying off of marijuana right now.
It's
Right?
bad now. It's even worse.
Will you show me one person that died off of the use of marijuana?
They smoke weed, they might go rob their brother. I used to rob and steal
No,
from
hold
weed.
on.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on.
I used to rob.
Hold on, I'm saying you're naming the things they do after they smoke. I said, tell me somebody that smoked it and died off of smoking weed.
The thing is, they died. The people, it looks. You think it don't matter. You can. That's like saying, you know,
Well, you gotta
they
make
die
that.
under the
Well,
influence.
you gotta also gotta keep in mind. See, this is the thing. Your words have to be clear. Everything has to be clear. When you say, "Oh, people die off smoking weed," then people need it. Then you got that. But nah. But when you say, "Oh, nah, they don't die off smoking weed," but whether they smoke weed, they go over here and do this.
Like,
then
for,
you saying
like
something
for example, you got drug wars over drugs.
But that's what I'm saying.
Have you heard of that?
Yeah, the drug. But that's
Okay,
you
so
talking
people are
about
dying
cocaine.
over illegal drugs.
We know that.
We know that.
Okay,
bro.
but you're promoting it.
What-
You're saying it's okay.
then what
So
did-
all those drug dealers will be empowered to say, let me go sell more dope, more drugs,
No,
because it's okay for everybody to get high.
Let's go back to the defiling of temple.
And
We'll deal with it Tuesday at 7. Go to St. Matthew 15. St. Matthew 15. And because we want you to know, but that what he was talking about in that Proverbs 16 and 27, he was talking about your mouth, your tongue is a world of fire. And it set it on the course of nature. And it said everything. That's what's in your lips is your tongue. So now, go to St. Matthew.
disagree on
Okay, I mean, you can't.
Okay.
You tell me. I take. You go to Eskenazi, or you go to Eli Lilly. Eli Lilly is the biggest killers in our world.
What's the dude
The
name?
biggest
Alistair
drug
Crowley
dealers
was
are
the
the doctors.
That's who
The
was
doctors are the
the
ones giving you the
definition of
drugs
witch
to
was a
bring you
female
back to
source.
keep you sick, because that's how they get paid. If we turn to the herbal and the natural things, that's what keep us living.
Facts.
If you keep going to the doctor, keep going to them, the doctors are your biggest drug dealers. They are the one giving you the medicine that's gonna help for this and that's gonna kill this part. See, the doctors are killing our people. The Lord
Go
is the
ahead.
one that
Go ahead.
the natural herbs is what's
This is what
helping.
I only have one question to ask. I mean, we can argue semantics all day long, but I think the biggest takeaway we all should walk away with is how we interface with the public when we leave here. What are the people getting from us? How are their lives changing? How is the word changing people when they leave here? We can argue semantics all day, but if we're not changing lives, how are the people in this room impacting the people that really need to be impacted?
It's not.
We're not doing nothing.
That's why we're talking about smoking.
Well,
Because
okay,
the
that's one
community-
facet of mankind.
I know,
Mankind is. Wait, hold on.
Okay,
Don't,
go
I
ahead.
don't want to interrupt you. I'm just saying, we have to look beyond all this. Okay, we got commandments, we got laws, we got love to push. That's what we got to be pushing. Okay, we could be doing this all day long, but if we're not pushing love and facts, why are we even here? Why do we exist? Let's deal with that. Why do we exist? Let's deal with that.
But this is the thing. Let's stop the drugs in the community. The
So how do
only
we
way
stop the drugs in
the
the
only way we
community?
want to stop the drugs in the community is by teaching it accurately.
What are we not teaching accurately?
No, that's what our topic was about. It was about
okay.
smoking.
Let's go to St. Matthew 15 real quick.
I really got to roll. Which craft was social?
Oh. Yeah.
I mean, if you really want to know the root road of pharmacy, that's why you get the extra
Yes.
side effects that make you even more sick.
The doctors are
Those
Them
are
the coldest
real.
drugs
See, you can't say,
in the world.
And I'm gonna leave you with this, Aaron, before I leave. When
It's
you
Kapash.
see- Yeah, Kapash, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know the
I'm
Facebook
sorry.
made
I'm
me
sorry,
change
bro.
it.
But
No,
you
they
know,
made
I've
me
been
change
knowing
it.
you since we was, you
Yeah,
know,
it's
you
no
know.
sweat, it's no
Exactly.
sweat. Go
But the
ahead.
only thing I'm saying is, when you think about it, the earth, this world and this earth belongs to the Lord. Anything that grows out the ground, the Lord has something to do with that. So when you think about anything that's grown out of the ground, that's natural for your benefits, we can't call that a drug. But what
gotta
you
use
call
it
a drug,
properly.
heroin?
Yeah, you gotta use it properly.
Hold on. Let me go there. Heroin, you have to mix chemicals together to make heroin. Heroin is just don't grow like that. The coca plant, you just can't grab a coca plant and eat it, and it's just cocaine.
Yeah,
you have
don't
to
do
mix
that.
chemicals to it. That's what a drug is. A drug is
That was the
something you.
witchcraft he was talking about.
That's okay. So you have to mix the chemical to it. You don't have to mix nothing with the herbs.
Okay, but the herbs, you have to burn
The
it.
herbs,
That's a
the
chemical
trees are for the
reaction.
healing of the nations.
But when
bro.
you burn it, that's changing the natural state of it.
When you go look back, go look at them herbal teas. Go look at Dr. Sabi. Go
Okay,
look at them
herbal tea
herbal
is
teas
different.
that heal you.
We talking about
Yeah, you
smoking.
heard about that?
we talking about smoking. When you take that fire to it, that's just the same as adding more
Okay, let me
chemicals
say this.
to
Let
the
me say
cocoa
this.
plant.
Okay, so what about this? And I'm gonna leave y'all with this.
Composition of the
Yeah,
Hold
earth
on.
when
change
you
the
flame it.
composition.
Hold on, I'm gonna leave you with this. I'm gonna leave you with this.
Okay.
You can take the lemon. You can take the lemon peels. Cut the lemon peels off. Cut the lime peels off. Boil them in water and put a towel over your head and inhale the scent and inhale the smoke from the lemons, and it'll heal your body. Did you know that?
What will it heal?
Did you know that though?
I'm saying, what will it heal?
I'm
I didn't
saying
know
the
that.
healing,
I don't know. If
it cleans
like
out,
my
it
guy,
cleans the
broken legs is gonna heal that.
Yeah, it cleanses the
I don't know.
like you know when you got sinus problems. If you healing them lemon pills and them lime pills, you heal that in. It clears that sinus out of you. It clears all that. So
Yeah,
when
that's
you
for
talk
sinus.
about
That's
smoke, because I know the doctrine where they say the God of smoke, the God of Baal. I know where they get that at. So when a lot of people say smoke, they referring that to a God.
Your car going on.
Oh, it is.
We'll catch you. We'll catch
But,
up.
you know, but that's